Okay, all right. What up, everybody? Let me go ahead and put on my bam. There we go. Let's get it. What's going on, y'all? It's Mike Swagger, aka the one. You already know what it is. You know what? I was thinking the other day when people say that, I'm like, what if you don't know what it is? And that's what we used to have. If you don't know now, you know. Maybe I should bring that back, or maybe not. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna sound real dated. Everybody gonna be like, what the hell? If you don't know now, you know. You better take your old ass somewhere else and do something. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, we're looking very good. I believe we are. Yes, we are live streaming now on the regular page. So just kind of testing out, which kind of sucks because it's making me do this whole thing and post it again. But just kind of testing out and seeing which is gonna work better. Which one you guys are liking better. Are you liking it? What we're doing here on the regular page or the fan page. What I'm trying not to do is spam people, because I guess what they do is they give you like a action, like somebody put something up the other day. It's like action blocking or something like that, and it was weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm gonna put up the chat process for you guys too, so just in case anybody wants to chat in here. So let's throw it in the chat. Bam. I don't know. Yeah, it puts it on the side. I can't actually see it, and I'm sitting kind of low today. Huh? You know what I mean? Like I got my camera kind of high. I'm sitting kind of low anyway. So as always, definitely follow me on Spotify. I've been seeing the plays on that, and you guys have been doing fantastic, and just really amazing. Still a lot of plays outside the country as well, but we are going to be starting very very soon in doing some heavy promotion, quite possibly some touring. Nothing's set in stone yet, but doing some touring and really, starting to hit the road, get out of the country, and do some really cool things. Another cool thing that's happening, doing like the Mike TV, that will be coming soon. Just trying to get a couple of things. Everything is really geared up for next year. You know what I mean? Nothing's really. I mean, this year's over. We're in November, and I mean, pretty much everybody's just chilling with family and, getting ready to close it out. So everything's really geared towards next year, but, everybody, we're really excited. So make sure you like and share this video. We're going to be talking about, a couple of different things. Some of them are funny, some of them are not funny. And we have some cool music videos and stuff like that to watch. Actually, the music video we're going to watch, I like to pick a lot of stuff off of World Star Hip Hop, you know what I mean, just to see, some random artists and see what's happening. You guys haven't sent me a lot of videos yet. I do accept artist videos, so go ahead and send me your videos if you have videos, and I will play them. We do have a little fee on that, you know what I mean, just a little donation, but I got you guys, don't trip. So, okay, so go ahead and jumping into this. So we had the Astroworld incident that happened, and that was the Travis Scott incident. And I don't want to say Travis Scott incident like he did it, but like there's this huge thing around that right now, and a lot of speculation. So let's go ahead and take off the cover here. And let's check this out. Okay, so you have a couple of different things going on here. Oh, you know what? And I closed that one. Let me go ahead and open up another tab. Let me see. So actually, we can watch the video. So everybody's talking about the Travis Scott incident. You know what I mean? You can't hide from 8 people dying at a concert and 300 people getting injured. I mean, it just doesn't. It doesn't happen. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, that's the talk of the nation right now. Probably the world. Because Travis Scott is known everywhere, right? You know what I mean? He's a mega star. And over 50,000 people at this concert, and it's it's crazy. And I mean, even when you have stuff like the Vegas concert, I can't remember the artist name that was performing. Obviously, that was a lot more tragic. You know what I mean? But you know, when you have things like this that happen in masses, you know, it really shocks a lot of people. You know. However, when things happen like this in the masses and the reaction, and then the way it's set up, like people question like how this happened, why it happened, right? So they say like, oh well, so you know we'll let this play a little in the background. Oh, excuse me. Let me turn this down. So you know they don't know, you know, when they say why it happened, you know all that stuff. And I mean obviously, you know, we don't know, um, you know, why certain things happen, you know, at concerts. I remember going to EDC, you know, a lot of years ago, and you know, not to, you know, age myself, but when the girl, you know, got, you know, stepped on and died, 15-year-old girl, I believe it was, at EDC in LA, and that's when they stopped having it in LA, and they, you know, sent it to Las Vegas. Now, you know, so we know things like this happen at raves, at concerts, at whatever. You know what I mean? Like I remember people was getting robbed outside of EDC because it was in South Central. You know what I mean? Like, you know, and stuff like that. And so we know things happen, and you know, so when you have a situation like this, it's like, okay, well, you know, yeah, you know, a lot of concerts, why are they making this one worse than it was? But it was more the reaction of, I guess, Travis Scott to a lot of people, that, you know, as somebody was getting resuscitated in front of his performance, you know, he didn't acknowledge that, was said, and there was some video, actually, and I will probably find that, there was some video on Twitter, that showed some of that. And but you know, I mean, at the end of the day, the guy still has to perform. You know, I've been to concerts, people have fallen out, you know, at EDC, you know what I mean, at any rave, you know what I mean, you see people getting wheeled off in wheelchairs. You know what I mean? It's not a big news story or anything like that. I think the biggest part of the news story for what Travis Scott is that his whole setup looked very demonic. So and I'm gonna pull up some of the pictures and everything like that in just a second here. But a lot of his setup looked demonic. They said, you know what I mean, not even that they said. I mean, you look, it will look. They'll show it right here. You'll see. So they'll show some of the pictures here, and we can actually kind of hear. Let's see. We'll listen to what this guy's saying.
Footage of swarms of people breaking down barricades before the festival even started. But the darkest thing, the thing that really put the craziness of the night into perspective, was that the concert continued to go on as people were dropping dead in the crowd.
So here you got some of the footage of TMZ, and you know, people, you know, getting revived and everything in the crowd. And you know, obviously, like, I mean, you can see, like, I mean, there's a lot of people, you know what I mean, on the ground right here, which is crazy.
Staffed and unequipped to handle the situation, taking care of people on the ground while music played on, and Travis performed in the background, or the definition of dystopian. And the selfishness of those concert goers who push past people who were at risk just to get closer and closer to their favorite artist is a new level of celebrity worship and obsession. And suddenly all of Travis's lines about losing yourself to the rage and putting it all on the line for the joy of his concert experience have a dark side you just can't look past anymore. From the beginning, just like all trap music, his music had undertones of embracing the wild, dangerous nature of music and nightlife. With his debut album opening track leaving us with the question, will he survive the rodeo?
So I mean, I'm looking at it, and I'm still, I don't want to say torn, but like, okay, so if you have like a Slipknot concert, right, and you know they have a lot of their stuff is like demonic, and you know they wear these crazy masks and fire and devil stuff, and we wouldn't think anything, if there was a situation that happened and it was like really really bad, you know what I mean, like, and something happened, we're like, hey, like, will we think it's demonic, and that oh, okay, well, they did that on purpose and it was a blood sacrifice. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? When people do that, it's just like, okay, Well, yeah, the whole setup, it looked like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's also right by Halloween, you know what I mean? It's right by Halloween, and, if it's part of your image, you know what I mean? If that's what you're selling, if that's your brand, if people buy it, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, you're selling an interactive experience, you know what I mean? Like, you go to a rave, you expect to see, lights and, swirlies and, this and that and whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, you go to a hip hop concert, you expect to, or, like a cannabis festival, you expect to see this and that, you have an artist and a brand, you expect to see this and that. So, if that's his brand, but I didn't know that was Travis Scott's brand, me personally. So let's listen a little bit more.
There are tons of life and death being at stake that were just for the added drama at the time feel so much more sinister now. And with his planned upcoming releases, which this festival will no doubt either delay or put a stain on, it makes me think of the concept of utopias where some activity is used to outlet negative emotions in order to keep society running smoothly otherwise. Like the idea that if a purge can happen on one day, people will stop committing crimes for the rest of the year. This is what makes it so dark to me. Travis is rolling out an album called Utopia and drops 2 singles with an album cover that
So what he
says the
say?
truest.
He said go back.
It makes me think of the concept of utopias where some activity is used to outlet negative emotions in order to keep society running smoothly otherwise.
Okay, listen with back what he said. He said, okay, one negative outlet to keep society running smoothly otherwise. So basically, like, they're about to say again, like the purge is like one big, crazy thing, one big incident. Everybody else is like, fucking like, everybody just be nice because we don't need nobody else getting killed.
Like the idea that if a purge can happen on one day, people will stop committing crimes for the rest of the year. This is what makes it so dark to me. Tavis is rolling out an album called Utopia and drops 2 singles with an album cover that says the true dystopia is here. It's been a theme in his music that music and the night show can be outlets for all the rage and violence of humanity. It's almost like with this rollout he was building his vision of a utopia where the music is the outlet that makes the utopia possible, while the true evil, the true dystopia, is in the music. For the festival on the same night of the release to show the ugliest and most extreme possible side of that rage, just puts on full display the consequences of that kind of experience from the public.
So I mean, this is what he's selling. He's selling the rage and, I guess, tearing society apart in order to, or causing situations in order to cause peace. You know what I mean? This is his brand. This is what he's selling. So the fact that people did die, you know what I mean, that is crazy. You know what I mean? Like, it is crazy that the people were dying. One of the things I can say is they definitely probably didn't have enough emergency services there. You know what I mean? Like, when you go to a lot of these big festivals, there's people everywhere, falling down and passing out, and, you know what I mean, taking too many drugs, and, all of that stuff. And so, emergency services is huge. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't have that, especially when you have stuff like, fentanyl going around, you know what I mean? Like, you don't know. I'm not really sure, what people were on or anything like that. And I'm not making any excuses for the event. You know what I mean? It was, obviously, you have to take responsibility, and it was poor, planning. They didn't have enough services. was it a setup? You know what I mean? Like, to kill people? Like, I don't see that. You know what I mean? Like, people are way in the back and everything like that. The performance is still going on. I've seen the same thing at plenty of events, you know what I mean? Like, people are passed out, you know what I mean? The show is still going on. The DJ didn't stop the show for 100,000 people. And, like, hey, dude, like, is that guy cool in the back? You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't happen.
Precautions aren't taken. I'm the last one to think aggressive rap concerts are inherently dangerous, or that rap music makes people calm. But this happening in such a preventable context really shook me.
You guys drop comments.
Concerts are what I look forward to the most.
Make sure you guys drop comments, so, you know what I mean, if you got, something to say about it, you know what I mean, you feel the type of way, you think it was a conspiracy, you was there, you was at the, the show, you know what I mean, you was on stage with Travis Scott, you know what I mean, holla at me.
Be turning into such a terrifying atmosphere for so many people is tragic. It's tragic for the families, it's tragic for concert owners, and even though he needs to take some responsibility for this, it's tragic for Travis.
This dude did say something earlier, though, that kind of irritated me, though. He was like, oh, yeah, concerts are usually, violent or something like that, but definitely, rap concerts. I'm like, shut the hell up, you know what I mean? Like, you go to, rock and roll, hard metal concerts, you know what I'm saying? Those are dangerous, too, you know what I mean? Like, but, obviously there's not as many of those anymore, But back in the day, you know what I'm saying, you get in one of the mosh pits, man, you might not walk out. You talking about people dying, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they're see, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you have to look at people are ready to jump into one narrative without looking at others. You know what I mean? You have to look at a full scope. You know, so you have this festival, and yes, and I agree this is terrible, and you know. There was something that came out that Travis Scott had given back
Really
money.
connected to that. Really brought.
So he's so his PR probably. They're actually giving back all of the money to. They're refunding all of the money to all the people that went there, you know, and everything like that. So not keeping any of the money. Obviously, their insurance and everything is gonna get sued, and you know, so they're gonna lose a lot on this. And obviously, it doesn't account for the lives that are lost. But you know, it does show some kind of, you know, remorse. I mean, there's, you know, I've seen plenty of events, like I said, you know, where things like this have happened, and you know, no money was given back. They probably got sued or gave some compensation to the family, but they didn't give back money to, you know, all the people that were traumatized by the event, and you know, everything like that. You know, so. When I was looking at the event, I mean, it looked like a great event. You know, it's just crazy, and it's very sad that it ended that way. And as I said, I remember, you know, how EDC had ended that way. That was back, you know, way back when, and and everybody rushed those fences and stuff, and that used to happen all the time. You know what I mean? Like, and people don't get that. Like, so if you have like a rave, like, you know, like Escape Halloween, you know what I mean, and people rush a fence and people get hurt, you know, and it's like, oh well, yeah, it was demonic. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, it was based around Halloween, and people did some dumb crap, you know what I mean, and got hurt and died, but like, was it like, you know, a sacrifice or whatever? Like, I think people shouldn't rush to judgment and conclusion and stuff like that, you know what I mean? The guy has a brand, you know what I mean, he's trying to sell something, and, you know, it's all about ideas and controversy, and, you know what I mean, I guess sometimes people just play into it too much, so... But hey, man, you know, I hope, you know, the best for, you know, all the families and, you know, the artists, and, you know, hopefully, you know, this doesn't stain them too bad, and maybe it's time to change that up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, going with the devil, man. I mean, I don't see anything. Yeah, I don't see anything good coming from that. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. But moving on. Okay, so moving on to something a little bit lighter. So we have Snoop Dogg, Snoop Dogg in the news, and you guys make sure who we got on here. Who we got on here chilling? Yo, what's up, Chris? Scott, what's cracking? They said the Russian. Oh, you said, oh yeah, the for the Ozzy situation. Okay, yeah, no, the, Ozzy. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, there's definitely been, you know, other incidents. You know what I mean? Like, where there was something going on. You know what I mean? Like, so, and people have to realize that. People have to realize that, you know what I mean? It's not, you know, and Ozzy was definitely biting the head off bats, and, you know what I mean? And all kind of demonic shit. You know what I'm saying? And nobody's like, oh, well, you know, and they did say it was demonic, but, like, I mean, people are still freaking Ozzy fans. You know what I mean? And it's not to say and not to take away from the depth and the seriousness of the deaths that happen at all, you know what I mean, and the magnitude of it, you know what I mean, is still huge, obviously, you know, but the way the media is portraying it is or I don't even want to say the media, some people, some of the, you know, conspiracy theories, oh, you know what I mean, is this, is that, and the other thing, and it's just like, you know, it's a tragedy, is what it is, you know what I mean, like, you know, demonic, I just, you know, yeah, anyway. So, anyway, so Snoop Dogg, getting to Snoop Dogg, Snoop Dogg, he says he wants control of Death Row Records. He said he should be running that shit. He should be running that SH*T. So anyway, so Snoop Dogg, he says he should be running Death Row. Been in the rap game nearly 30 years, and apparently he doesn't get a lot of credit or he does, not that he doesn't get credit, he doesn't get paid for a lot of his stuff that he wrote. You know what I mean? Like the Chronic, Doggy Style. You know, see he's got the jacket on right now. You know, all of these things that he's got. You know, all the publishing. You know, he was on. I can't remember what I was watching, but he said he doesn't get paid for that. You know what I mean? Like the publishing. He's like, man, I wrote like 60-70% of this and they wasn't get like because he whatever he signed he didn't get that. You know what I mean? Like so anything after that, yeah, he started getting probably his money and everything like that, and then off of his merch and doing shows and stuff like that, but never off of the music, and that's crazy, right? You know what I mean? You would think like Snoop, like Chronic 2001, like all of that. You know what I mean? Like this and that, and you would think he was getting his money, but so anyway, so he says. So he says, "Hey, look, I wanna buy or I should be running Death Row Records. I don't want to say he want to buy it. I'd be paraphrasing, but so he says I should be running Death Row Records. And that would be dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you know what I'm saying? Death Row Records. You know what I'm saying? You have some dope artists on there, and bring some of the West Coast back. You know what I mean? Like, bring put the West Coast back on the map right now, because I think the last time we was hot, we had like the DJ Mustard era, you know what I'm saying, YG, Kid Ink, and some other people, that was kind of hot, and there was I think E40 had a couple of people, but anyway, so that was like one of the last times, and so he's talking about bringing that back, and so he says he wants to bring some artists, some West Coast artists to the game. You know what I'm saying? He's like, man, I want to bring some West Coast artists to the game, and he's going to be releasing his 19th studio album, which is The Algorithm, and that's actually going to release in a few days here. You know what I mean? On the 12th. So definitely we're going to be checking that out. We're going to be reacting to that, you know what I mean, and showing you guys everything about that video. Or not the video, the album, you know what I mean? I definitely want to hear it, you know what I mean, see what he's got going on, because I think like Eminem's on it, and and some other really good people, probably like Busta Rhymes, and who knows, you know what I'm saying, but like, I know Snoop just turned 50, so, congratulations, celebrations to that, and blessings, and so I know if this is his 19th studio album, he just turned 50, you know what I mean? It's probably going to be some cool stuff on here, just like, hey, look, you know what I mean? I'm going to say whatever. I've been here, I've done that, you know what I mean? And, say la vie. So, anyway, the appearance, let me see here. So, yeah, so he wants to own Death Row Records. And so he wants to bring back some people, or bring some West Coast people. Now these people, I'm like, okay, I got you. So he wants to bring Roddy Ricch, Ty Dolla $ign, and YG. Now Roddy Ricch, I didn't think was from the West Coast. I thought Roddy Ricch was from like Ohio or something like that. That's why when he said he wanted to bring some West Coast acts, I'm like, yeah. I mean, maybe he moved over here. I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? But like, I thought, you know what I mean, like he was actually from like Ohio somewhere. But anyway, I know YG, and then Ty Dolla $ign. I'm not sure where he's from originally. I know when he came out, because I know Ty Dolla $ign and YG did, Tooted and Booted. And I thought Ty Dolla $ign, what, is he from the IE? I want to find out. I can't remember. I'm actually going to look that up right now. I want to know. And while I'm doing that, you guys, make sure you check me out on Spotify. I see you guys been playing the music, so I appreciate you. Let's see. Okay, so he's from LA. Okay, yeah, so he is from LA. All right. Or did they just put that there? No, I'm just joking. Okay, so yeah, well, okay. Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't know that. I didn't know then Roddy Ricch is from Compton. Somebody, I think it was my brother anyway, yeah. He was like, no, he ain't from, he's from like Ohio somewhere, you know what I mean? Like we all got family from somewhere anyway. But yeah, so but that's cool though, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're talking about people like, Roddy Ricch, cuz I remember somebody was telling me about Roddy Ricch, how he was at, what's it called? What's that strip club called? I can't remember, but it's on Sunset. But anyway, I remember when he was doing his videos over there, and Ty Dolla $ign and all them, and so they all from LA. Yeah, okay, cool. So anyway, so West Coast acts, you know what I mean? Like he wanted to bring them together and do something. So, but this is right here where Snoop Dogg was explaining that like he's not getting his royalties. Okay, wait. This is a long show, so we're not gonna go ahead and do that whole one. But we'll do this part right here. This little Instagram.
But Death Row should be, my hands, I should be running that shit just like I'm a position at Death Jail. Death Row means more to me because I helped create them. Right. I think they should give me that. And let me run that shit, put the merchandise out, the music all over the world. Oh my God. Find some new acts, some new West Coast acts. There's so many acts. Just look at it like this. If they'd have gave it to me 5 years ago, I'd have Roddy Ricch, Dollar Sign, YG.
Mike Swagger.
Coming out the West would have been on Death Row. Right. Tell me I'm lost. Tell me I'm lost.
I mean, you connected, so you can't say
if I'm running Death Row Records, and all them little niggas need a deal, and they all my nephews, and I don't know, I fucked with them all before they had deals.
Right.
If I had a position, this would have been an easy, come on in, layup, you up under the logo.
Right. Who was the administrator? Like, who ran the Death Row, right? What company?
Death Row was bought by E1. E1 sold to a company called Blackstone.
See, so that's what's going on. So Snoop want to get Death Row and sign some acts, which, you know what I mean. Hopefully I'm one of them. I know he's got the Def Jam thing going on, so you know what I mean. Like, hey, look, you know what I mean. Def Jam, Death Row, you know what I'm saying. Like, whichever, you know what I mean. But yeah, man, this is I don't like that on the 666 followers. But anyway, but so he wants to do that, sign some new acts, get some new stuff going, and so that's a positive thing for artists like, you know, myself and artists, you know, on the West, you know, that, you know, he wants to make those moves, you know, and probably as he gets, you know, up in age, like I said, you know, you just hit the 50 mark, and that's, you know, that's still young these days, you know what I mean. 50 mark, you still got a lot to do, you know what I mean. Still living good, looking good, probably feeling good, you know what I mean. Like, you know, still a lot that he can accomplish, you know. At this point, you know, he's probably like thinking like, let's get some artists, let's do something on the West Coast, let's build something, let's have another, you know, takeover. I know Dr. Dre said something about the Aftermath takeover for next year, so it sounds like they have something planned for, you know, artists out here. So I mean, if you ain't ready, you ain't ready, but you know, you gotta stay ready so you don't gotta get ready. That's all I gotta say. So yeah, man, so shout out to Snoop, man, and again, happy birthday, you know, on the 50th in the celebration, and shout out to, you know, Doggy Style Records, Death Row, Big A, you know, and yeah, we'll see you guys soon. Alright, moving on, we're going to go ahead and check out a music video. Let's see here. So we have we got the music video. I never watch them first because I like to, you know, just do a reaction on them. But so we got Stunner for Vegas and Fast Life Juke, and this is song Face Card. So you know, they put them on World Star Hip Hop. I know it ain't cheap to do that, you know what I'm saying, or you have to have some buzz, you know, definitely. So let's see. I mean, give these guys a shot and see if the video's any good. So let me check it out. So we're gonna see. Alright, let's give him a shot. I'm almost not gonna play the rest of this video. I mean, like, well, first of all, the song. I mean, like, okay, all right. It sounds like pretty much everything that's out right now, but just like very amateur. First off, that's first off. Listen, like 30 seconds. Yeah, I mean, the mumble rap, it sounds more like slurred. Like it doesn't sound like a good mumble rap. You know, like some people can do the mumble rap and it sounds dope. You know, not that I'm I'm like, hey man, let's listen to mumble rap, but some people do it dope. Like you got like Future, obviously. You know what I mean, and people who do the whole mumble rap thing. You know what I mean, Chief Keef, and I believe I think Chief Keef is one of them, and some other people. Anyway, this one doesn't sound produced as a good mumble rap track, more like slurred. So anyway, let's keep listening. This is not my favorite music, but I'll tell you this: at a festival, this will go. This will go at a festival all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so it is a good sound. You know what I mean? Like, it's not. I don't like. I mean, as far as the first verse, it was like, to me, it was just way too off. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really like the first verse. The other one, it was kind of cool. I think the hook could definitely be better. But as far as like the entire vibe of the song, you know what I mean? Like, at a festival, I think this would go off. And it's really just a beat, honestly. It's really just a beat. It's not, I mean, the lyrics, I mean, honestly, you can kind of just say whatever you want to a beat like this, and it's gonna be hot. You know what I'm saying? As long as you just don't completely slaughter it and just overproduce it or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's really mainly the beat, but anyway, yeah, man, they put it out there, so they're on front page of World Star Hip Hop. What do you say? And yeah, man, just maybe get a little bit of money and put a little bit of money on that that situation right there. You know what I mean? Like, let's fix it up. Anyway, moving on. So last but not least, we got Soulja Boy, and he was pissed off at Kanye West. Before we get into that, I would like to ask you guys to please follow my Spotify, and play some music on there. I see you guys playing and watching that, or listening to songs, so I really, really appreciate it. Next year is going to be fantastic. We're going to be doing some crazy promotion and marketing, and just going out there and really getting things going and elevating and just moving to the next level. So appreciate you guys for hanging tight, and we're going to get through the holidays and have some fun. Okay, so anyway, moving on. So we got Soulja Boy, and he is talking trash to Kanye West. He talking trash, Kanye West, man. And basically he's pissed off because he's saying that his verse was trash. He's saying his verse was boo-boo, it was garbage, you know what I'm saying? Like, and so he's like, why you talking like that? You know what I mean? Like, and so let's see what Soulja Boy talking about when he said, Kanye West, you trash, not my verse.
Feel right at home in the true north. Share spectacular moments. Relax in our healing waters. And witness our natural wonders. To find out why Canada is the home of winter.
Motherfucking party! Bitch ass nigga, don't give him no motherfucking party!
told me to my face. Tell me to my face that shit was trash. Bitch ass fucking scab head ass boy. Who cut your hair? Who cut your hair? Your shit fucked up, nigga. Talking about some, man, hold on. I'll give you a good verse. You wanna hear a good verse? Go to the motherfucking studio and cook your ass. Hold on, zoom in on this fucking text. Fuck nigga, you said.
It's funny because he says, you want to hear a good verse? I'll go to the studio and cook you. I'm like, watch this. So funny. He's like, oh, I go to the studio and cook your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to hear a good verse? I'm like, you can't just freestyle a verse. See, that's why he kicked you off the damn album. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta go to the studio. Like, nigga, like, you're at home in your house where I'm sure you got a studio or a microphone somewhere. Just go to the studio and cook your ass.
Nigga. Hold on, we need this shit to sleep, nigga. You not finna baby me, nigga, with some motherfucking Soulja Boy is the future. Shut the fuck up, nigga. You said my verse wasn't hard, nigga. Who the fuck did you think you talking? Everything that come out my motherfucking mouth is hard, nigga.
Okay, so I think he just kind of set himself up on that one. I mean, like, Soulja Boy, you literally just said everything that come out your mouth is hard, nigga. Like, yeah, that's not. After your reputation with, you know what I mean? Yeah, nah, that you know what I mean? Come on. I don't want to say reputation, but after the rumors. I apologize.
What is you talking about, Kanye West? Nigga, you think your album was trash. Your shit wasn't hard, nigga. Just because it's your album don't mean you get to pick what the fuck is hard and what. Put it out and let the people decide, nigga, what the fuck is hard, nigga.
Man, he's going off. He's going, and it's funny because he just said like you. It's just because your album, you don't get to decide what's hard and what's not hard. It's like, yeah, no, that's exactly what it means. That's exactly what it means.
Fuck is you talking about? That shit was trash. I ain't even heard the album yet. All my niggas said your shit was trash. So what you talking about? Nigga, rap. Fuck, nigga. Who the fuck is you talking to? Bitch ass nigga. What the fuck that say? How the fuck you screenshot a fucking top 5? We know on the future. Everybody know that, nigga. Don't get on no motherfucking interview talking about that wasn't a good verse. Who the fuck you think you playing with, nigga? Everything I spit is hard, nigga. Ricky Morty, hard, nigga. She make it clap, hard, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about, nigga?
Yeah. So Soulja Boy, I mean, yeah, he all over the place. He all over the place, baby. We already know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, between him and Kanye fighting, it's like the blind fighting the blind. You know, with, you know, lightsabers or something. It's weird, but it's funny. You know what I'm saying? So we keep watching it, even though we know we shouldn't. So anyway, yeah, man. So definitely, and so that was that's pretty much it for the show. We have, you know, we talked about, you know, Astroworld, you know, and like I said, condolences to, you know, all those people, and, you know, hopefully, you know, everybody can, you know, rest and, you know, bounce back, and, you know, hopefully there's a lot of you know, care after this, you know what I mean, from, you know, whoever, you know, is doing, you know, the insurance and, you know, stuff and everything, and taking care of the people that were hurt. Anyway, and then so after that, you know, and like we said, condolences. And then moving on, we talked about Snoop Dogg, and, you know, he wants to get control of Death Row, sign some West Coast artists. So if you're a West Coast artist like myself, make sure you're on your game, stay ready, so you don't gotta get ready, because Uncle Snoop is coming. Let's go. And then we talked about these guys right here, Stunning for Vegas and Fast Life Juke, Face Card. And we talked about their music video and song, and I think maybe they should, you know, spend a little more time and money on production of their songs, and you know, and I think if they're already on World Star Hip Hop, and I like the beat and everything like that, and I think you know, if they're doing in my opinion, if they're gonna do music like that, you know, maybe I mean this day and age you can get a writer. I wouldn't personally have a writer, but like, you know, if you're spending the money that you're spending to get on World Star Hip Hop and, you know, do all this and all the production, you know, maybe get it written, or get a producer, you know what I mean, to produce the tracks a little bit better. So after that, last but not least, we talked about Soulja Boy and his crazy stuff with Kanye. We already know how that goes, so it is what it is. And then myself, I am the last one. So let's talk about Vibrations, and that is the last. That song is going to be popping off next year, and so I'm really glad that you guys have been watching. And I haven't played the video in a while, but I'm gonna play it for you today, and we can watch it together. Yes. But yeah, no, the song's gonna go off next year. I'm really excited to be dropping that with SS Global Entertainment and Universal Music. And yeah, I just dropped College Girls and All Booties Matter with them, so it's gonna be available widely, a lot more visible, and I'm excited for that. So yeah, you guys stay tuned, and yeah, that's gonna be popping up. You'll be able to go to your jukebox and type in Mike Swagger, which is fucking awesome. Let's see. Ration. Alright, and so here is my music video right here with Ellie, and we shot this a couple of months ago, and the views are okay on it right now, but haven't really pushed it out too much because we're doing the official drop next year, so the worldwide drop and everything like that. But you guys check out the video.
By some physical products on first time we met, I knew you was an angel. Make me feel blessed and I wanna let that pain go. Some I wrestle with my whole life, her angle, real sweet like a mango, streets of a rainbow. Yeah, hopping like a kangaroo. You can let that lane go too. One on one, that's me and you equal two. Now we famous, how can you blame us? To be inspired as a writer. Keep my fire up a tiger, my guy writer. We can hit the big easy, wearing Yeezys. Why spit it through the wire? Amber was a color of her energy. My heart was locked, she had the key. Didn't have to ask me, was into me. I see it body vibrate, checking with it takes me. The way you vibrate, I'm vibing off your energy. The way you vibrate, girl, put me my sound wave. Girl, the way you vibrate, I'm vibing off your energy. The way you vibrate, will you be my sound wave? I hear what you think of me, baby. I feel what you feel, cause we share the same frequency. I love the way you look me in my eye, kiss me like you miss me, and you ain't seen me in a while. But it's only been a couple hours. We hanging out all night, a couple night hours. Emotion high like a roller coaster, we ain't never coming down, baby. It's you and I, put your fingers in the sky. No replies from the booth, from the truth. We can scoop you and I. We gon' do what we wanna. I don't care about the money and all the things that I'm running. Another day, another record, another comma. When you the hottest, you attract a lot of drama. And forget the haters, let them get their karma. It's me, you, baby. The way you vibrate, I'm vibing off your energy. The way you vibrate, girl, will you be my sound wave? Girl, the way you vibrate, I'm vibing off your energy. The way you vibrate, will you be my sound wave?
You see the bed scene right here, you know what I'm saying? Hey boy, you know what I'm saying? You bit, bit, bit. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Look, don't. Hey, you already know. Yeah, that was a fun scene. In front of the Asian restaurant. you you don't see it, but there was like this lady who like at the at the end right there, right here. There's this lady that runs out like of the scene, like right here, like as we're kissing. There's this lady right here, and like she looks over as we're filming, and you see her like look and just run. Yeah, it's funny. Look, watch. You'll see a little bit. You kind of see it right there a little bit come out. I did good cutting it. Anyway, man, yeah, so that's it, man. I appreciate you guys for watching. Definitely check me out on Spotify, man. If you guys have Apple Music as well, I know not everybody has Spotify, Apple Music. I just chose Spotify because that one I can see all my analytics and, so it's a little bit better for me, but you know what I mean. Also, Apple Music, YouTube, wherever you want to check out music. It's going to be available, worldwide. I mean, it is worldwide now, but there's so many more platforms very shortly. So, All Bougies Matter, like I said, and College Girls is going to be available sooner than later. Hopefully, I think before next year should be available on all platforms. Including like your local jukeboxes. Hulu, AT&T, MTV, all of that. You know what I mean? And then, Vibrations, all that stuff is going to be coming next year. So definitely stay tuned for that. That's going to be the AKA The One album. We're going to be releasing... excuse me. Excuse me. We're going to be releasing sometime in spring. In the spring, we're going to be releasing the album. Or the EP. The EP. We're going to be releasing it. So, You're My Ecstasy, Vibrations, and a couple other ones you haven't heard. We're going full-fledged on it. So, thank you guys so much for getting behind me on this. I can't do it without you guys. And until next time, I'm Mike Swagger, a.k.a. The One. Peace, y'all.